Hey everyone, it's Chris Peplinsky here. Welcome to another edition of the blog. I figured, today's discussion. I figured I'd talk about The Shape of Water, since I know right now, the 90th Academy Awards. It's nominated for 13. It has 13 nominations, which is almost, I think, the same amount that The Return of the King, got back in 2004. And I will say, I figured I had high expectations for the movie, but instead I kind of found myself disappointed. And the reason why, I'll explain it, because to me, in my personal opinion, I kind of felt like, to me, The Shape of Water was kind of like an imitation of the Hellboy series. And the reason why that I say that, because, I feel like the Eliza character, even though, played by Sally Hawkins, is, you know, is mute because of some scar that she had on her neck, and she uses sign language to communicate. But in a way, her character's like the Liz Sherman of the Liz Sherman of this story, and the creature, which is based off the Black Lagoon, creature. It felt like it was like watching the apes sapient character from the Hellboy, even though in this aspect he's kind of like the Hellboy of the character, and like the misfit, which two unlikely people, despite being different, end up falling in love. And to me, that's kind of where it kind of feels like similar to Hellboy in that particular respect. I know some people disagree with me, but I don't know. I just feel like story wise, even though it has like terrific performances, from Sally Hawkins, who's known for her works in Godzilla and the Paddington movies, and of course Octavia, Spencer, who's also nominated in the Best Supporting Actress category, and Richard Jenkins, you know who's also nominated in the Best Supporting Actor category. But the one person I'm really surprised that did not receive a nomination for this movie is Michael Shannon, who plays the agent, Strickland, who has like this obsessive you know thing about wanting to get the creature, and I don't know. I mean, when it comes to like The Shape of Water, I mean, it has like it has very interesting things about love and tolerance, and I guess you know being different and things like that. But I mean, in terms of like a best picture nominee, I wouldn't agree with that decision at all. Since I personally think, in my personal opinion, there could have been much better movies that could have been nominated, like Blade Runner 2049, and of course the It movie, and Wonder, and Detroit, and if, of course Logan and Wonder Woman. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm like, I don't know. It just seems like, to me, it seems like the choices for Hollywood get more and more bizarre year after year. But that's just my particular opinion. I mean, the way I would see it is, I guess, for those that like, the gothic, you know, sci-fi stuff, I would say see it. And if you're looking for, I guess, a good love story, you could see it for that reason. But in terms of like originality and things like that, I wouldn't really say there's anything too particular or interesting about the movie. I kind of found it kind of dull, in some respects, but I know there'll be others that'll think otherwise. But that's just what I think about it. So I mean, I'll just say, I just wish, The Shape of Water had potential to be something better, but I just feel like it kind of fell flat for me. But that to each their own. I'll just say, I guess for those that get a chance to watch the video, you can leave some comments. I'd like to hear what people had to say about it, and what they thought they liked about it, what they didn't like about it. And of course, if they can also say if they thought there were other movies that could have been nominated for Best Picture. But that's just my take on it. So I just wanted to say thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll get a chance to see whatever other Best Pick nominees left there are to see. Okay, thanks.